Antoine, and we are on Stream 35 Radio. We are on YouTube, and we are live on MixLR. If you haven't already downloaded the MixLR app, do that. Follow the station, and you'll get notified whenever we're live. Also, keep up with the station on Twitter at Stream 35 Radio, where you can keep up with us and also hit us up with any of the stories or any of the topics you would like to cover. I'm broadcasting live from Studio 35 in the heart of Manhattan. It is just after 7 p.m. Eastern Time on this Saturday, chilly night in New York City. Thanks for tuning in wherever you are. Live listeners, most of you know the drill, but there are multiple ways to hit us up. First off, MixLR has a chat. I think people are already chiming in there. And you can hit us with your comments, anything you want us to address. Also, if you want to join in on that chat, you have to register for a screen name. You can still listen to the show without a screen name, but if you want to be a part of the show on there, you have to register for a screen name. So just know that it's very easy. You could do it through your Google or whatever. YouTube, we're on YouTube tonight. So if you're listening on MixLR and you do want to check out the YouTube stream, just go to Stream 35 Radio, no spaces. Search it on Twitter or on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter too. But if you do that, you can come in and there's a chat feature on there as well. We're also going to have phone lines open if you really want to come in. That number is 917-477-7737. We like to interact with our listeners. Helps us make the show even better. So drop us a call if you can. If you can't and you're listening live, then just hit us on the chat. Bring it. We're glad to have you here. And before we get into it, I'd like to introduce my co-host. He is currently in his home studio in Manhattan. We hope to have him back in here soon. He hails from Gary, Indiana, New York City-based comedian and killer mixologist. I've got my man, you might know him as Jay Craig. Welcome, Jonathan Craig. What is up, Mr. Craig?
How you doing, man?
Good. I had you turned down for a second, but it looks like everything's operational.
Up, baby.
I turned you up. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. How you feeling?
Doing well over here, man. Doing well. Just getting through. What is it? Hey, man, happy lockdown anniversary.
Yeah, man. Happy lockdown anniversary to you, too.
1 year. 1 year of lockdown.
Year,
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Things have loosened up a little bit here in New York.
But. Oh, they gotten real loose. Well, across the
Why?
country,
What do you
things
see?
are getting a lot looser, but New York.
Let's be honest. New York's still a ghost town.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing to do in New York City still.
Well, that's going to hurt our tourism even more. Why'd you say that?
I mean, there's plenty of things to do in New York City, guys. Come on. Bring your mask. Bring your asses. Just come on. It'll be fun. Bring your vaccines. Come on.
Vaccinations seem to be in New York going all right, though.
Yeah, man. They're doing a good job at trying to get people vaccinated.
What about you? You been vaccinated?
Not yet, brother, but I'm going to get vaccinated.
Okay. You got your eyes on the prize?
Oh, yeah, man. I'm not going to play around in these COVID streets, bro. It's not wise. It is not wise, my friend.
So we're here again. This is our second episode since a little extended break. So if you missed us,
and I know you have missed us.
I hope you have missed us, but we don't have to
better
get
have
into all
missed
that.
us.
So I know we generally kick off Press Box Party with some sports. Not a lot going on right now, but college hoops, if you're into that. Yeah. NCAA tournament is getting closer. Looks like they're going to pull that off in a bubble in your home state, Jay Craig.
Yeah, man. Indiana.
Oh, Indiana. How you think that's going to go?
I mean, it's probably, I don't think it's going to, let me tell you, nobody's rushing to the state of Indiana to go turn up. Okay. So it's not going to be a problem like as far as crowd control, like it would be with the All-Star game in Atlanta. Nobody's like, yo, we got to get to Indianapolis, bro. We got to go. But hopefully they'll do a good job.
Yeah, I think they'll make it. I mean, listen, they
And
made
it's
it
the
through.
weather's not that warm, so that'll keep the traffic down.
Right, right, and that's another thing. Um, I mean, these players just got to do their thing. I saw now some of the conference tournaments are going on. Games are still getting canceled because they're testing players right before the games. But hopefully that doesn't happen in the tournament. Other than that, there's NBA about to approach All-Star break.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow.
And guess what, Jay Craig? Knick fans are starting to make some noise.
Yeah, the Knicks are they all right this year. They go. I mean,
all right, just because
been.
the East sucks like it usually does, or what?
You say that again?
Nick, I said, is it all right because the East sucks again, or is it all right like the Knicks are going to be in the playoffs?
It's all right because the Knicks are doing better than anybody could probably have expected them.
That's true.
And so if you a Knicks fan, you like, yo, not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, they were getting loud outside of MSG the other day, winning a regular season game. But again, we were talking last week. The Nets seem to be the team in the city right now.
Oh yeah.
And we'll see how it plays out. I know the usual players from last year are still in the mix, but it's still early in the NBA. Again, I just want to say, you can catch us on YouTube. We've added the Zoom element. You guys are on there.
Look at us.
I'm looking. The date showed up wrong on there. Don't worry. It's not 2/24. It's March 6th. That'll be fixed. But if you just hit the live,
back in time is what we did. This is we're time travelers.
No, if you hit the live link, you can hit us up on there. I'll pull it up. But again, you can interact with us on the chat, and you can interact with us if you want to call in and be brave. 917-477-7737. And as we're saying, we're on Zoom. I mean, Zoom is right now a way of life for a lot of people. People haven't been in offices. People, haven't been able to hang out with their families. So I think it's only right to start it off with some Zoom stories. What do you think? I know we had a few of those last week.
Oh, man. Until we get out of quarantine, the Zoom stories will never be old, my friend.
Yeah, yeah. So let's start it in Maryland, where a teacher's aide got on a Zoom, thought he turned it off. He didn't, obviously. And he went right into his, I guess you would say, whatever he does post class time. This is a middle school.
Post-class activity.
Right. Post-class activity. So Mark Shack, an assistant at Shady Grove Middle School.
What a ironic name for the story too.
Shady Grove Middle School in Gaithersburg, Maryland, thought he logged off when class was over, and he was seen masturbating.
Oh, there it is. Thought he logged off.
Yep, thought he logged off. He didn't. 13-second clip that the students had recorded started spreading like wildfire on social media. Of course, we're talking about middle schoolers here, social media geniuses, right?
Oh yeah, they figured it out. They probably were live streaming it.
Oh yeah, you can't undo that. That's for sure, especially. And
Shady Grove.
I'll give the guy credit on one thing though. One thing, he did an interview.
Well,
you believe that? We got some sound from the interview. So basically, what happened? Just to recap, he does his class. Class gets over. Thinks the Zoom is off.
Right.
It's not. He goes right to the porn. Right to porn.
Wow.
Didn't even waste.
Don't even close out the window. At least close the Zoom window out.
Double check. Do something.
Button.
And then
I don't understand, man. Just click the X button. You're done.
He spoke. Let's hear what he had to say.
I don't know what to say. It was not directed towards the kids. I had no clue that I was online. I'm not like a deviant, and I wouldn't do something to jeopardize my career. That's silly. I've been, for 20 plus years. I never did anything it was just dumb luck that I happened to be on when it happened. I'm sorry if I like offended or did anything. I didn't do it intentionally.
He faced the music.
Yo.
You've got something to say about this? I know we've got some teachers listening that have chimed in previous shows.
I don't know how stressful these Zoom classes with these kids are these days. They're like, you don't even, you like, the first thing I have to do as soon as I get off of air is beat off. Don't shut the computer down, nothing. That's ridiculous. And the fact that I get it, he's like, look, I don't want anybody to think I'm a sexual deviant. This was not directed towards the kids. But, literally it was kind of directed towards the kids.
Well, he apparently had his back turned. I thankfully did not see.
That's even worse. Well, the fact that if that's the case, then just go in another room.
Yeah, man. So the Zoom victims continue.
Wow.
No excuse for that one.
This is even worse than.
Might be the worst one we had yet.
Yeah, man. How you get caught jacking off after your Zoom class?
Well, a little more PG than that is this story here out of Sacramento. The next Zoom guy. Who would have thought Zoom guy is like a new thing? Zoom guy. It's a new personality.
Zoom guy.
Yeah. Who would have thought that'd be a thing? Is this next Zoom guy, Sacramento doctor, Scott Green, that took a court appearance for a traffic ticket, the most minor tickets you can have, while operating on a patient.
So you telling me this guy's operating on a patient, but he's in traffic court via Zoom?
Yes.
That's what you're telling me.
Yes, this is like something off a commercial, right?
This is
like a Bud Light commercial.
Sitcom,
this is like a Bud Light commercial or something.
This is one of those progressive commercials, like a Geico or something.
Well, this dude did it, man. And if you haven't seen the video, definitely look it up because you saw the video. He's in full. He's got the surgeon mask on.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's at the operating table. And
the crazy part about the story is he was going to continue. The judge stopped. The judge said,
I'll play some sound from that.
Yeah, give him some sound, man, because
hello.
Hello, Mr. Green.
Yes.
Hi. Are you available for trial? It kind of looks like you're in an operating room right now.
I am, sir. I'm in an operating room. Yes, I'm available for trial. Go right ahead.
Okay, let me just briefly advise you that the proceedings right now, they are being live streamed on YouTube. That's because traffic trials are required by law to be open to the public. Since we're limiting physical access to the courtroom right now, that's how we're making them open to the public, okay?
Okay.
If I could get you to raise your right hand for me, please. Officer Monroe was previously sworn in, so she won't be taking the oath right now, but I'll swear you in. Do you solemnly state under penalty of perjury that the testimony you provide today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
And you can hear the beeping in the back.
Oh, yeah.
It's just... I mean, apparently it wasn't like a serious search. Maybe it was. I don't know. They didn't get into that. But he said he had an assistant there. Here, I'll play some more sound from it here.
So unless I'm mistaken, I'm seeing a defendant that's in the middle of an operating room appearing to be actively engaged in providing services to a patient. Is that correct, Mr. Green?
Yes, sir.
Or should I say Dr. Green, but I don't know that.
Okay, that's okay.
I do not feel comfortable for the welfare of a patient if you're in the process of operating that I would put on a trial, notwithstanding the fact that the officer's here today.
So I have another surgeon right here who's doing the surgery with me, so I can stand here and allow them to do the surgery also.
Not at all. I don't think so. I don't think that's appropriate. I think I'm going to come up with a different date when you're not actively involved or participating in attending to the needs of a patient. Let me see if I can get a different.
So there you have it.
Yo, the balls of this doctor. He's like, no. Let's continue to do this. I'm telling you, I do this all the time. I got another surgeon in here. It's a minor surgery. Let's talk about this traffic court. Can't believe it. I would hate to be that patient because now I mean, they could file a lawsuit against this guy if they really wanted to.
Oh yeah.
I'd be so pissed when I wake up and I see the news and this guy's operating on me and and in traffic court at the same time. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be something else that comes out of this. We'll keep a close eye on it, but yeah, this is the world we live in right now. But I know he's thinking traffic ticket. I'm gonna be a real jerk. I'm gonna get in there. You listen to the Press Box Party. If you guys want to chime in on anything we're talking about, the number's 917-477-7737. Antoine here with Jonathan Craig. We'll keep it with some of the Zoom news. I have a feeling we're going to have Zoom stories till things get normal again. I'll be glad when we don't have Zoom stories.
Things will never get normal, Antoine.
So another Zoom, and then this is a hot mic incident.
Love the hot mics.
Yeah, we had hot mic last week. We had teachers that were bashing parents on a call. They didn't think they were on live. Obviously had some hot mics. This week we've got Angela Massaros, the Director of Economic and Community Development, who is under fire, asking to resign her position for using derogatory language during a Zoom call.
Ooh.
Yeah. And you know what's so funny about this one? I pulled up the sound that they had, like the raw sound. Check this out. They were talking about a hot mic before this. This is before it even started.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if I've got that. And then so here. Let's just
I don't want to stay out that late. Who went last time? Wait, is Fred all muted up? It's this microphone.
Oh, we got a hot mic here. Hot mic.
Oh my gosh.
So they're talking about the hot mic, right? They're talking about it. How does this happen? You there, Jay Craig? Yeah, she's
idiots.
Yeah, and then she goes on to say, let's see if I can get the good stuff. Happened at like a minute in after she just talked about the hot mic.
She spoke it up into the universe there.
Well, anyways.
Blocking me between.
They're already outside.
If this wasn't blocking me between those.
Say again?
If this wasn't blocking me between those assholes in the audience last time.
You know what? I'm gonna sit closer because if I hit it this time, we're not doing that. You can't. You don't have the right to.
Oh, they were horrible.
You don't have the right to do that. They can't do that.
So she's talking about the people that attend the meeting and called them assholes and said how horrible they were. A minute after they had mentioned there was a hot mic.
What an idiot. I love it. I love the hot mic. They're just going to get worse and worse.
All right, enough of the Zoom stuff. In addition to Zoom being part of this lockdown lifestyle, part of our daily fabric, people have also found new ways to support themselves. Right?
About like virtual stripping.
No, we hadn't even gotten into that yet, but I've seen a lot of stories. People are losing their job. Like I saw a paramedic lost her gig because she did a fans only page. I think some teachers have gotten caught into that. But yeah, that's something that's happening for sure.
The fans only page is getting people paid, but then getting them fired. Yeah. Ain't that something?
But this woman in Taiwan, she made herself a nice $3,000.
$3,000.
Streaming herself sleeping on Twitch.
Get out of here. Dude, we got to get on Twitch. If she's getting paid to
I know.
to sleep.
She threw on an eye mask. She's got PJs on. It's nothing like fans only stuff. She's got a blanket over her, slept for 5 hours, and amassed over 10,000 viewers. At some point, it got up to like 12,000 viewers.
Who's
Jay
doing
Craig,
this stuff?
we're doing something wrong.
We're doing something absolutely wrong, bro. She made $3,000 to sleep. Here we are,
$3,000
trying to put on a show for you guys.
Yeah, much more entertaining. I would hope.
You know what?
If
Let's go to
not, you
sleep
can
now.
find this late.
So
So
let's take a nap right now and see if somebody will donate to us.
it might be the answer. She might be onto something, but she, and that's also up there. That the story had a video, and it's literally just 5 hours of her sleeping. I think the most exciting thing.
Taiwan, they excited about watching people sleep.
Yeah, most exciting thing that happened during the stream. I saw like they said like a cat came by and jumped about.
Oh yeah,
It's the only activity.
5 hours and the cat jumps up. She wakes up with $3,000.
Yeah, she's on to something.
Bad idea.
All right, so last week we had some great stories, but some of our listeners were checking in with me, and they weren't happy that we left out Florida Man. So we'll bring back Florida Man for a minute here. This is this week's Florida Man, Florida Man of the Week, we'll call him. This is a 57-year-old in St. Lucie County who burglarized a home with a makeshift flamethrower.
Yeah,
to shoot
baby.
fire at the woman.
Real live Grand Theft Auto. This is what I'm talking about.
So this
Just run up
guy
in there.
went in.
Get the
and
flamethrower.
Yeah.
Get about 5 stars.
Came in with hairspray and a lighter. How else would you do a makeshift flamethrower?
That's how you do it.
So yeah,
anything else would be a little more suspicious. Like, hey, why you got that book bag and that Ghostbusters looking gun walking around the city? What's going on?
Definitely our Florida Man of the Week.
Wow.
You're listening
So
to the
how
Press
do you hold
Box
somebody hostage? How do you keep somebody captive though? With the flamethrower, like the makeshift. Because at some point you could just like outrun this person, right? Or
Right.
like, do a little juke move, smack the can out of their hand, kick them in the leg, something. You're not gonna be able to hold me hostage with no hairspray and a lighter. But kudos to that dude who pulled it off. Only Florida Man can hold somebody hostage.
Well, he didn't get away though. He didn't get away. I don't think Florida Man ever gets away.
Not if we're reading about it.
But
Florida
that was
Man
more
don't never get
creative
away.
than some of the Florida Man stories we've had.
I miss Florida Man.
Keeping up with the odd news of the week here, Press Box Party. If you want to call in, it's 917-477-7737. Antoine here with Jonathan Craig on a Saturday night. In Australia, 2 bros, and I don't mean little like bros, brohams, took
bros,
off.
like brothers or 2 like,
bro. What's up, bro?
Oh, okay, 2 bros. All right.
2 bros took off on the west coast of Australia near Perth on an air mattress and a bunch of beer. Jackson Perry and Noah Palmer. Couldn't have more bro names than that, right?
Yeah, that's the bro.
Off.
The story just keeps getting broier. Please continue.
Jackson Perry, Noah Palmer take off from an oceanside house to relax about 50 yards from shore on an air mattress, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, the wind had some other plans for these guys.
Yeah.
Because they ended up 2.5 miles out in the Indian Ocean and started sinking. So they got the wind, and then, after they got blown out in the ocean, started sinking because of holes in the air mattress.
Yeah, of course it is.
And the bros had to jump off the thing every few minutes to keep it afloat. So they had to jump off, blow it back up. They're out there for like 3 hours. 3 hours.
They got to jump in the water and
3 hours of
blow
drifting
air into it while the other.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's a good 3 hours until they were finally rescued. And one of the bros said he didn't really panic until they started running out of beer.
That's the only way to end a bro story like that. Like, bro, everything's good till we run out of beer.
Bro.
Then I'm scared.
Right.
An air mattress. Yo.
You taking an air mattress to sea that leads to an ocean?
No, I'm not taking the air mattress.
They're lucky they got
in the pool.
They got lucky they got rescued. I'm with you, man. I'm not doing that.
No. I mean,
So-
kudos to the rescue team, but if I'd have got that call, I'd have been like, they purposely went out there with an air mattress, and all they took was beer. Okay, we'll get there when we can. Ain't no rush on it though.
I've been on a like boat. What do they call it? Pontoon boats, where
Mhm.
it's gotten like stuck in the sand. You know, you got to
Yeah.
keep an eye on your whatever. They got a little GPS thing that tells you if it's getting like sandy. And I remember being stuck in one of those, clearly like couple hundred feet away from land, and panicking. And I had plenty of beer.
You didn't care about that beer.
No.
That's because you're not a bro.
And
You're
you
a
don't know
real
what's out
person.
there. You don't know what's out there, especially you're in the
You're a
ocean.
smart person.
Right. You don't know what's living out there. Press Box Party, join us. Got Jonathan Craig, 917-477-7737. Phone
Hit us
lines
up.
are open if you're listening live.
Come on, bros. I know it's some bros out there that want to bro it up with this broy story we just had. So come on, bro.
So, Jay Craig, I got to ask you, do you do thrift stores?
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, yeah? This is becoming a thing. You do that? You do them? I didn't know that.
man. I mean, not now because you can't.
No, not now, but generally you'd go away. You find some stuff? What, are you looking for
Sometimes you find
clothes?
some good stuff. It depends on what kind of neighborhood you go in. That's the whole key to the thrift store. You can't be thrifting in the hood. You're just gonna find just other reused crap.
Okay, so you pick if you pick your thrift store accordingly, you find some cool stuff.
Yes. You look at the
I never
neighborhood, you say,
understood
"Oh,
this
they'll
thing
have
because
some
I don't.
nice stuff."
I wouldn't wear stuff that people have already worn.
That's the whole point. Well, you don't thrift clothes.
Yeah, what else you gonna thrift?
I mean, some people thrift,
Junk.
and then some people.
I didn't know
they
you were a
buy
thrift
things.
store guy. What about the yard sales? Because we got a
Not a
couple
big
stories
yard sale
around.
guy.
Yeah, thrift. You what? In Illinois, we used to call them garage sales.
Yeah, that's what we call them in Indiana.
Yeah,
too,
garage sales. Well, this dude in Hartford, Connecticut, at a garage sale. We got a couple thrift and yard sale in that whole realm stories. A guy in Hartford, Connecticut, who's an antique enthusiast, buys a bowl at this yard sale, just a regular looking bowl, for $35. That
Good,
ends
good
up
bowl.
being an ancient Chinese artifact
Get outta
that's
here.
worth $500,000.
Whoa! I'm about to go thrifting tomorrow.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
obviously
about to
this dude knew what he's doing. I told you he's a enthusiast for this kind of stuff, antiques.
Yeah.
But I tell you, I don't feel bad for the sellers. You know why?
Why don't you feel bad for this?
Don't feel bad. I mean, not because they didn't know who the hell buys something for $35 at I'll say garage sale. That's
They were
unheard
trying
of.
to get over. They was like,
The second that guy's like, I'll give you $35 for this, I would have been like, hold on a second.
Yeah, they should have known something was up.
This is not right?
They thought they were getting over. Like, yo, this dude just bought this bowl we've been holding
$35.
for 30 years. They're like $35, and he said, "Oh man, they're gonna sell me this for $35. You buy that thing and you get out of there as fast as you can.
That's what. Oh man.
You throw them a 50 and just keep it moving."
So yeah, that's quite a score.
Man, how come
Moving-
none of the junk I ever buy? is
moving
worth
on.
this thing?
You got to know what you're looking for, man. Moving on to the thrift stores. A woman in Seattle went to a thrift store.
Mhm.
And listen, in Seattle, I think a thrift store is probably the most. I think it's the most Seattle thing ever. Going to thrift stores. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
everybody that lives in Seattle shops there. Anyways, she
They be thrifting out in Seattle
Yeah.
like that. It's a hardcore thrift city.
she was looking for a new hobby, bought a crochet kit,
Okay.
only to find a brick of the Colombian marching powder,
There you go.
AKA cocaine in it. Right in her crochet kit.
Where is she shopping? Hey, listen, man, you got to let me
It's
know
Seattle,
where these
man.
thrift stores are. 'Cause obviously,
She turned it over to the cops, though.
Bro.
She turned it
You
over
say
to the
what?
cops. She turned it over to the cops.
Yeah. That's not what you do when you at the thrift store and you find a brick of that yay. You sit on it and you think about what you're gonna do. You go through your phone, you look in your contacts, and you say, "All right."
Jay Craig showing his Gary, Indiana roots here.
That's what you say. Who can help me out in this situation? Realistically speaking, before I go to the police, who can appraise this for me? And how fast can I get it off my?
You got an appraisal guy?
You gotta have an appraisal. You always gotta have somebody that when things like this happen that you can call up. Or it could be a woman, whoever. You gotta have that person where shady shit like this happen. You hit them up like, look, I need you to come by. I gotta show you something.
Well, not to be outdone, a family in Phoenix, Arizona bought a glowworm doll from a thrift store.
Glowworms, man.
What?
I remember glowworms.
Yeah, so they bought a doll from a thrift store. 5,000 fentanyl pills inside.
What? I didn't realize you can get that many pills in a glowworm. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
5,000 fentanyl pills.
5,000.
5,000 fentanyl pills in a
Moral of the story: don't shop at thrift. Well, maybe you do. Maybe the moral story is shop at thrift stores. Depending on who you ask.
Anybody got the moral of that story of any of these stories to not shop at thrift stores. It's to go shop at more thrift stores. Just
and hit garage sales again. If you know what you're doing.
The neighborhood. Got to know what neighborhood to thrift in. You know.
Also in Phoenix, you hear about this family that found an arsenal of guns in their yard.
Yeah, I heard about that, bro.
Yeah, duffel bag full of guns.
Phoenix. They opening up. They taking their mask off.
So you can even find hidden treasures there.
Man, let's go to Phoenix. Let's go buy some glowworms.
I know we got Phoenix listeners. Where you at out there?
Hey, if you out there in Phoenix and you run across a glowworm, just buy it. Don't ask no questions.
Oh, one other thing I forgot to get to. Came in late. One of our listeners shared this with me. You got to see what happened in this Catholic church in Ireland, where he was going to cue in the church music. This priest was going in to cue in the church music, and check this out. I got the sound on this.
Oh yeah.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen.
Okay, it's Black the Ripper, Slash Samson, the Good Child on Productions. Check the freestyle, look.
Black the Ripper. Well, maybe a bit of rap in the morning, wakes you up. Anyway, still nice to see you all here on in Bordenport this morning. I hope that didn't do anybody's blood pressure any difficulty there.
Yeah, that priest, he handled that pretty well.
And I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you wanted to hear the freestyle?
Just give me a little bit more. I want to know what the priest is listening to, because at this point, I'll be at church every Sunday.
Yeah, because that had to have been his playlist, right?
Yeah, I'd have been like, listen, before or after the prayer, I need you to run that song back. And the song before that.
Guy sounded like he was gonna go.
Hey, I'm gonna look that song up. I'm gonna look that artist up.
Jack the Ripper.
I'm gonna look him up, dude. That beat was kind of nice.
Jack the Ripper, if you're listening right now to Press Box Party, give us a call, 917-477-7737. Plus the freestyle. Yeah, I'm not encouraging that kind of activity, though.
What kind of activity? Freestyling?
Yeah, we're not having open mic.
No.
Never usually goes well.
I mean, it could be interesting if we did.
It could. Oh man, we got some Lotto stories.
Lotto.
Was that?
Played the Lotto.
I never play the Lotto. I think it's a sucker's bet. So I guess I'll never win the Lotto. because you got to be in it to win it, right?
Yes. And when you have to imagine
First,
yourself winning the lottery, and then you will win.
Well, here's a Lotto Nightmare story. First, this is
Man.
out of the UK. So before I get into this, I do think that if you were to ever win the lottery, that you have to play the same numbers over and over again. I think that increases your chances. Not by a lot.
I don't think it does. I just think it makes you feel better.
It's more of a constant. It's more of a constant. And this story proves it because, again, even though I don't play it, I really do think it might increase. You got to play the same thing every week, stay consistent. Because one day maybe those numbers will hit. Well, this 19-year-old student in Brighton in the UK lost her damn collective mind when she checked the results to see her regular numbers come up. But guess what?
What's that?
She did not play the numbers.
Whoa.
And she hadn't not played in over a year.
So for a whole year, she's been playing the same numbers.
And she thought she won. Until she realized I didn't go to the store and play that week.
So she goes to the store and they say, hey.
No, she's looking for the ticket, and then it all comes together that she didn't play it that week.
What do you do? What do you do at
Everything,
that point?
even the exact, whatever the little, the special number you got to get, hit it to a T. And she thought she was a millionaire. They didn't mention in the story how much was at stake, I don't think. But if you hit all the numbers to a T with the power number or whatever they call that.
Couple mil. I mean, I'm sure it was at least a
couple mil, maybe all the way up to 10 mil. But, yeah, man. And then meanwhile, in North Carolina, a man won the lotto using the numbers from a fortune cookie.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's go get some Chinese food.
Again,
and go to
if you
some
get,
thrift
I don't
stores.
care where you get the numbers, just keep playing the numbers. But Ernesto Sorzano pulled in $500,000 in Powerball.
$500,000
in North Carolina, using the numbers from a cookie that came with his shrimp fried and rice. That was a direct quote. I'm not making that up.
Oh, I was about to say, how you know it was shrimp fried rice?
He said it. He said it was shrimp fried and rice. Press box party 917-477-7737 if you want to get in here.
Yeah, I'm about to order me.
Chime in on what we're talking about
right now.
Are you?
Yeah. And I'm gonna look up
dinner
the
time.
nearest thrift store. I got plans for tomorrow, man. I gotta go thrifting and eat some Chinese food, get some extra fortune cookies. I got things to do.
Good stop. I think the last lotto number or the lotto story we had, the guy stopped by and didn't want to. I don't know. His kid wanted to stop by the gas station or something, and he hit big. But that's a whole other thing with the lottery. It's like, it's a meant to be situation. But man, could you imagine that girl though playing the same damn numbers over and over again?
She needs to be on suicide watch because I'd be pretty pissed. If you've been playing those numbers for a whole year and then 1 week you don't play.
Yeah, and it hit.
Win.
You're just not meant to hit the lotto.
No, you're not. And she's young. She's 19. She'll figure it out. I don't feel bad for her. Not one bit.
So we all watched the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, we watched it.
And obviously we just watched for commercials.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, when Tom Brady's in it, you already know he's going to win. So you really are just watching it for the commercials.
Maybe the halftime. We already talked a little bit about the halftime, how strange it was. But do you remember the Cheetos commercial?
I love Cheetos.
You love Cheetos. That's good. Do you remember the commercial with Shaggy?
Oh, yeah. I remember the commercial.
They played his smash hit.
Yeah.
It Wasn't Me.
It wasn't me.
What a song. Could you name a second Shaggy song?
Mr. Boombastic. Sugar. Mr. Lava Lava. Mr. Lava Lava. Yeah, girl. Don't
That's good. Most people can't.
I can't.
But you remember the commercial, right?
Yeah.
The Cheetos commercial. People were leaving the streak. It wasn't me, and they were getting caught up. I don't even remember. I think the girl was she cheating on her man?
I don't know what she was doing.
I have to pull up the commercial again. Well, you know, real life imitates art, as they say. So
yeah, that's what they say.
it happened. Shaggy should be on this story, man. I'm telling you, Oklahoma cops right here in the U.S. Oklahoma cops say Cheetos residue helped them crack a burglary case.
Get out of here.
Yeah. The residue solved the crime when the cops said that the suspect pried off a window screen in this burglary, left Cheeto residue, and when they found her, it was a her. A little twist there. She had
be a dude, didn't
she
you?
had Cheetos residue in her teeth.
In her teeth.
Yeah, man.
Dang.
Caught. It was you.
They was like, "You been eating Cheetos?" No, officer.
Talk about foreshadowing, though.
Man,
fresh off the commercial.
Come on, Shaggy.
I hope she.
baby. Give us a call.
I hope she knew about the commercial.
If she don't, she do now. Somebody told her, "Hey, you know that Shaggy had a commercial like that during Super Bowl."
Well, yeah, man. Too good. Great timing. Press box party. If you want to try to get a call in, open phones right now, 917-477-7737. We're doing this on a Saturday, something new here. Checking the chat. People are liking your rendition of Mr. Boombastic.
Oh, yeah. I got you. Shaggy. That's it. That's as good.
So do you do the flaming hot Cheetos? Is that your thing?
Yeah, I like the flaming hot Cheetos. Those are my thing. But the regular ones are good too. The regular ones, they're just something about them. Just melt a little bit better. They're good.
You're old school. You like the originals.
Really incriminating activity when I'm eating Cheetos either. You know, you have to know. You eating Cheetos, you got to wash your hands, run your tongue around your teeth a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? You got to get that Cheeto dust out of there.
So, Jay Craig, I'm hearing here in New York, they're opening comedy clubs.
Yeah.
We got you on slate for anything yet?
Nah, not yet, man. Not yet. I'm still kind of skeptical about going to comedy clubs myself. I don't know if a lot of you all who are listening have been into a lot of New York City comedy clubs, but I'm sure that's one of the places probably where COVID originated, between comedy clubs and the subway. So I ain't in a rush.
You're putting comedy clubs right there with the subway. They are tight.
They are, man. They're tight.
Did you see what are they doing? Like 20? What are they doing? Half full, quarter full?
I haven't really gotten to it because I hadn't planned on going to any comedy clubs. Not gonna lie, I ain't trying to be there. I miss comedy. Don't get me wrong. I miss being on stage and everything, but I don't miss being in shitty comedy clubs. I will tell you. Oh.
So unless the place is an arena, you're not interested?
I mean, you've been to quite a few comedy clubs. You come to a couple of my shows. You see those places, you know, unless you're in one of the good ones. But
no,
most of the time when you're doing comedy, it's in the smaller comedy clubs that look suspect to begin with. You're like, oh man, this where you at tonight, huh?
So what have comedians been doing for extra money?
Stripping.
And you're in that world?
And by stripping, I mean making chicken strips for a fast food restaurant.
Gotcha. Finding new gigs.
Yeah. I haven't resorted to the fans only page, but I got a little starter kit that I'm gonna make some money off the stories we did today. I got a list of things to do, so I'm gonna record myself while I sleep tonight, and while I'm dreaming, I'll be dreaming about the Chinese food that I'm gonna order tomorrow before I go thrifting. So I got plans. I mean, I figure by the end of the day, I'll at least have about 120 grand, you know, if I follow the...
Jonesy McFly said those flaming hot Cheetos are a rite of passage for Midwest people. So
I'm telling you, man.
Calling you out.
If you didn't have those flaming hot Cheetos for lunch, you wasn't cool.
But you like the originals better?
do. But the flaming hot Cheetos give you credibility. You know, they give you a little bit of street cred, and that's what you need in the hood when you're on lunch break. You need that street cred. Oh, you eat flaming hot Cheetos? Okay, all right. You know, the little things. Little things.
So that's the Press Box Party. I'm Antoine. You've been hanging out with myself and Jonathan Craig. Another episode in the books. Next week, I think we'll be back to our regular routine on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you check us out. But definitely follow Stream 35. Make sure if you're on MixLR, you've got registered and you've got the station locked in. You also follow us on YouTube now that we're doing this on YouTube. And also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Stream 35 Radio. Have a good Saturday night, everybody. Be safe out there.
Mask up.
Mask up, and we are out. Peace.